everybody, I am the MoeChicken and welcome to my stream. So, once again we find ourselves without a game to play. We actually have two games that are running right now, but we just finished up Samurai Legend Musashi Samurai Legend Musashi Samurai Legend, always get it wrong. And we also just finished up Mega Man X6, so we's gonna start something new tonight. Probably not gonna be the most I was about to say not the most riveting stream. That's not a good way to put it. Not exactly a high-octane game, but a fun game, and a game I'm very fond of. It's an old NES classic, so let's go ahead and get into it. Bleh. That's right! Dragon Warrior! We're going to be attempting to play Dragon Warrior, also known as Dragon Quest. That's not a good sign. I say attempting because, if you don't know, the original NES release of Dragon Warrior has a notorious quirk to it, namely that it routinely erases save data. So, this may be one stream. We'll try. I am the great and stalwart knight, Moe. I can't fit chicken in there, so I'll just be Moe. Go! Fast, please. Ah, the king. Descendant of Erdrick, listen now to my words. It is told that in the ages past, Erdrick fought demons with a ball of light. Then came the Dragon Lord who stole the precious globe and hid it in the darkness. Now, Moe, thou must help us recover the ball of light and restore peace to our land. The Dragon Lord must be defeated. Take now whatever thou may find in these treasure chests to aid thee in thy quest. Then speak with the gods, for they have much knowledge that may aid thee. May the light shine upon thee, Moe. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna take, let's see, search. What? No. Oh, I have to stand on it. That's right. I have to stand on top of the treasure chest. Take, maybe? Oh, it's just money. Okay. This game's a little weird in the way it deals with, like object and environmental stuff. They really streamlined it immediately after this one, but like you have to open doors with a specific door command. You have to go downstairs with a specific stairs command. It's very silly.
Dost thou know about Princess Gwaelin?
No.
Half a year now hath passed since the princess was kidnapped by the enemy. Never does the king speak of it, but he must be suffering much. Moe, please save the princess.
Okay, what about you?
If thou hast collected all the treasure chest, a key will be found. Once used, the key will disappear, but the door will be open, and thou may pass through.
Okay, what about you? Hey.
East of this castle is a town where armor, weapons, and many other items can be purchased. Return to the inn for a rest if thou art wounded in battle, Moe. Sleep heals all.
Also, it wasn't clear to me when I was younger, this is supposed to be a throne room. Like these weird blocks here, this is a throne. Like if I were to sit here, if I were to stand here, I'm actually standing on the princess's throne right now. This game is very primitive looking. All right, so door. There we go. So now I used up that key I got. And so you can't just like walk on top of this. You actually have to walk over to it and then say like stairs. It's just, there's just a lot of little things in this game where they're not quite there, but I think it was an extremely early RPG, so. Hi there.
King Lorik will record thy deals in his imperial scroll, so that thou may return to thy quest later.
Okay, what about you?
If thou art planning to take a rest, first see King Lorik.
Another thing that they did in subsequent games that is not the case in this one is there is only one save point in the entire game, and it's the king. In later games, they made it so you could save at any church, which is still rougher than most RPGs of the time, but it's tough. They really kind of force you to go back home over and over again.
There was a time when Breckenary was paradise. Then Dragon Lord's minions came.
I think Breckenary is the land we're in right now.
Where can I find Princess Gwaelin?
I don't know. She's lost. This is the castle of Tantagal. We're just going to wander around a little bit. Entering the cave, take with thee a torch. Okay. What about you? Hello.
Where can I find Princess Gwaelin?
Did you talk to that lady over there? She seems to also be looking. Maybe you two could like have a relationship built on the foundation of looking for the princess of your nation. Hey, what about you, old man? I like your weird hat. You look like he looks like a bad guy in Legacy of the Wizard. Hi.
Bear's coming was foretold by legend. May the light shine upon this brave warrior.
That line feels straight up out of Shadowgate. It was very much like Shadowgate. I like the so this is also the only game I think that had like this like high prose style language, and I honestly like it. I kind of hate that they got rid of it, but like I can't think of Dragon Quest 1 without this style of text.
We are merchants who have traveled much in this land. Many of our colleagues have been killed by the servants of the Dragon Lord.
All right, cool. Are you the other merch? What is this room? It's like got a little water area and like 2 columns. Really have to use your imagination to figure out what you're looking at in this game.
Rumor has it that entire towns have been destroyed by the Dragon Lord servants. They're real bad. They're super bad, y'all.
There's a door. There's a locked door. I'm gonna try it. That was not a key to use. No good. What about you, sir? Hello.
To become strong enough to face future trials, thou must first battle many foes.
He's just telling you need to get experience points. I mean, that's how early an RPG this was, that they were concerned people wouldn't know you had to fight monsters to level up. It's just, it's amazing to think about in a modern day that at some point you had to explain how to level up in a video game.
Thou must have a key to open a door.
Thank you, Samwise Gamgee. I think we need a key to open this door. Very few of you will get that joke, but the few of you that might possibly watch this and get that joke, that one's for you. All right, I think we're done here. Let's go. Let's go out here. What's up?
Welcome to Tannegill Castle.
What about you?
Welcome to Tannegill Castle. We're twins, you know.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. So I need stuff. I have no resources. Hi there. How you doing?
Thou art most...
Oh, this is Brecconary. Okay.
Thou art most welcome in Brecconary.
Thank you. Walk around a little bit.
Go north to the seashore, then follow the coastline west until thou hast reached Garanum.
No, I don't want to do that. What about you, madam? What are you doing standing out here in front?
Welcome. Enter the shop and speak to its keeper across the desk.
Yeah, all right. That desk looks like the same thing that thrones are made of.
We deal in weapons and armor. Dost thou wish anything to buy anything today?
Yep.
What dost thou wish to buy?
I have very little money. I'm gonna buy a club. Yeah, and I can't afford the armor. Stupid club. All right, I'm gonna go beat up monsters and try and get 10 gold. So much of this game is driven by the economy. But do you auto equip in this game? Okay, that's another thing that this game has that others don't. Much of this game is driven by the economy. Like, pretty much the way the game works is you will just like you will wander around the town fighting local monsters until you have enough money to buy the best resources the town can offer, and then you go to the next town and do it again. That is how much of this game plays out. Oh, it's a Draki. So this is the style of like the spelling of the word Draki that I prefer. The one where it was like Drakee. Ow, dude. Was not prepared for this Draki. Oh no, I think they have 4 HP and I'm dying real fast. Oh no! Oh no! It is dodging! Blarg! Oh, I'm dead already. I am a great knight, already dead. Yes! King Lorik, I did it. Thank you. Okay, bye. Oh, they reduced my money by half. No. Now there's no door, but there's stairs. It's like a downward door. Shut up. Shut up. I'm good at this. I'm going to win. I am the great knight Moe, and I've got a silly hat. Watch as I go forth on my journey. I kind of would have preferred to fight a slime rather than a Draki. Believe it or not, a Draki is actually the more dangerous area or monster in the area. But yeah, you just can't go very far because like things are scary. Dragon Quest Builders 2, the NPCs tell you what they want. And after you build what they ask, they tell you that you built what they asked you to build. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, that is true. They're like, hey, build this for me. Wow, you built that for me. I mean, that's the weird thing about, like, you saw that more in DQ Builders 1 than 2. But this idea that, like, building something was some sort of special power. And it just sort of feels weird, right? That, like, you know, it's like, oh, you put a rock on top of another rock. What sorcery is this? Like, what do you spend the rest of your day doing, dude? Like, how do you live your life such that you don't know that you can put a rock on top of another rock and make a shelter? I don't know. It's just, it's extraordinary. But I guess on the other hand, you know, it's just like, if humans never learned to make tools, we'd be like hunter-gatherers, like eating scraps off the ground and whatever. But anyway, yeah, they do that. It is kind of silly. I guess you can make the argument that they're sort of like putting in like orders. They're sort of like, hey, I'm going to order this house. And then like they want you to build it in like a week. And so then you go off and build it and they're like, oh, wow, it looks exactly like I envisioned it would look. It's especially poignant though when they do that and they give you the blueprint and everything. They're sort of like, hey, this is what I want. And then you build it and they're like, wow, you built what I want. Amazing. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that so the Draki is actually the more dangerous enemy in the local area. There's, I think, blue slimes, red slimes, and Drakis around here. Yeah, I guess I'll buy some clothes. I'll not be naked. It's fine. I couldn't run around in this fields naked. Had to wear clothes. Hello, sir.
What? They hit points within a poisonous marsh.
That's fair. That's a fair point. Yeah. If you've walked into poison, be careful. Might be bad for you. Hello.
Please save us from the minions of the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, all right. What about you, dude? Hey, nice hat. Looks kind of like mine.
Many have been the warriors who have perished on this quest. But for thee, I wish success, Mo.
Thanks, dude.
It's like, everyone died. Oh, but you'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm not Princess Gwaelin. Cool. What if she was? What if like everybody in Tentacle Castle, they were like sending out soldiers all around the world, and she just kind of went to town. She was like, oh, I just want to go shopping. And the king didn't get it. He's like, oh no, my daughter's gone.
Sing King Lorik when thy experience levels are raised.
Hi.
If thou art cursed, come again. I don't want to talk to non-cursed scrubs. Get out of here.
There's the town where magic keys can be purchased.
All right, cool. These people are not giving me very much good information. But unfortunately, we're going to have to get used to them. Oh, hello. Welcome, welcome. Diabetes the Second. I see you have Dragon Quest themed emotes. Well done. I wish I could make emotes. You gotta have at least 100 people, though. And I ain't got that. I ain't got that. Oh well. It just sounds like it would be fun, you know? Making emotes. What do I know? Would be cool to find a metal slime, but I ain't gonna find one anywhere around here. That's the truth. And I've already died to a Draki, so definitely winning. Oh, stop you. I want to get a level up so I can see the level up thing. Like the little like the little notice when you level up. I really like it. That sounds really stupid, but it's super iconic to me. I like the level up statement. Plus, I just generally want to level up because, you know, it'll make things easier. Dang! I smashed the heck out of that red slime. Take that, red slime. I think red slimes became she slimes in later games. I mean, they were super red in this game, though. Like, in later games, they're kind of like orange. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I didn't know it was just 50. It's awesome. Maybe someday I'll make an emote. see, what felt redundant was they ask you to build a room with a bed, window, chair, dressing room, rug, and after they tell you built a room. Oh yeah. They're like, I need you to build a room with all these things, and then you build it, and they're like, wow, all these things, I didn't even think about that, and they're like, are you gaslighting me? It's like, you told me to do this, dude.
Oh, wow. Take that, slime.
Ooh, I leveled up.
Courage and wit hath served thee well. Thou hast been promoted to the next level. I like that statement. Courage and wit hath served thee well. It just feels cool. It's like, yeah.
And I've played like other translations of this game. Like there's a Super Nintendo remake of this that wasn't released here, but I've got a repro card of it. And in that, like, all the language is just kind of like standard English. They got rid of all the high prose, and it's just kind of like, well, this is sort of boring. It's like one time I played like a retranslation of, or no, it was the DS version of Chrono Trigger, and like all those little fun things that like people complain about. What is his name? Ted Woolsey. All like the Ted Woolseyisms weren't there, and it was just like a kind of a very boring script. I was like, I miss the fun in this game. Didn't this game used to be fun? What other type of games do you play? You mean on this channel or in general? Okay, I just noticed that so I've got diabetes the second, thank you. And then also the insulin resistance. Thank you. Apparently, people I've got various diabetics subscribing to or following my channel. Thank you. First of all, it's just funny to see those two stacked on top of each other like that. Totally unrelated, of course. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. So on this channel, this is a very, like, both my YouTube channel, which you can find the link for in the description of the Twitch page. Both my YouTube channel and this are kind of variety game channels. Tends to be older stuff. I seldom play modern games. I play a lot of 8-bit and 16-bit stuff. Just recently on this channel, we played through Mega Man X6, PS1 game, and Musashi Samurai Legend was a PS2 game. We had a running playthrough of Dragon Quest Builders 2, which I'll go back to eventually. I just didn't feel like it today. And we're also playing Romancing Saga 3 for the SNES. That's what's going on the Twitch stream. And then on regular channel, I've got Ocarina of Time Master Quest going on right now. Just started Battle Kid for the NES. And Secret of Evermore for Super Nintendo. So that's kind of the current swath of games that I'm playing on my two YouTube, or my two internet things. And then in my free time, a lot of RPGs. I mean, I grew up in the sort of the 8 and 16-bit era, so I have a lot of fondness for these kind of games. Tends to be what I play. And a lot of the games that I play are games that either games that I grew up with or games that I feel like don't get a lot of press. This isn't a good example of that, but on the XB, I play Minecraft, Terraria, Portal Knights, Ark, PixArk, Skyrim, Astroneer, No Man's Sky. So a lot of crafting games, looks like. Ooh, Worms WMD. It's interesting to hear about that. Oh, XB is probably Xbox. I'm smart. It's interesting about Worms WMD because I played Worms Armageddon back in the day. A lot, like a ton of Worms Armageddon. Thank you very much, Diabetes. And I remember when WMD came out, I was like, oh, this is sort of like Worms Armageddon. I was really excited about it, and then I didn't play it, so there you go. I was like, wow, this looks great. Guess I'll do it some other time. But let's see. What of these have I played? I've played. I'll just keep walking around. I played Minecraft. I've seen Terraria. I don't know Portal Arts or Portal Knights. I don't know Ark. I don't know PixArk. I know Skyrim. I've played through Astroneer. I know No Man's Sky. Actually, on the subject of No Man's Sky, if you're interested in seeing kind of like a comedic mini documentary about its creation, there's a guy called the Internet Historian on YouTube, who does just various stuff, and he did an episode about No Man's Sky and all of the initial backlash against it, and then its sort of slow climb to what he indicated is a pretty enjoyable game now. So I've never played it, but what else did you say? Dragon Quest Builders 2, yep. You ever played DQ Builders 1? I mean, I think DQ Builders 2 is the better game, but Builders 1 has a kind of, it has a cool storyline to it. Like I like the direction they went with Dragon Quest Builders 1. I guess so. The next thing we're supposed to do is actually a little bit to the north. There's a cave up here. Oh, it's a Draki. He's back to kill me again. Oh, and my HP's low again. Ah, no, Draki. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, tiny bat monster. No. Okay, good. I'm running home now. Ah, I saw a bat and I'm scared. Eee. Eee. Oh, okay. So you prefer the that makes sense based on your statements that you prefer multiplayer. Yeah, Dragon Quest Builders 1 had multiplayer, but it was terrible. Like they really improved the multiplayer experience in the second game. The first game was it was kind of garbage, honestly. Like all it really was like a special island you could go to, and you couldn't even build like on the entire island. You could just build on like a small area of the island and then show it off. And so like you would just kind of make these little cubes of like a world and then put those online, and it was lame. Wasn't very good. 2 was good though. 2 was excellent. I really hope they make a third one, although I don't know what direction they'll go in the third one. But of course I didn't know which direction they go in the first one, so oh my gosh. I'll buy the dragon scale. I don't actually know what the dragon scale does. I assume it helps in some way. Like I just sort of buy it and keep it in my inventory. It is literally a good luck charm. Skyrim is multiplayer on PC only. I've never actually played a Bethesda game. I've seen Bethesda games, and I've known many people who play. No, never mind. I actually have played one because I played a little bit of Oblivion on my friend's account for a little while. But yeah, they always looked cool. But I also always had this mindset that like if you're gonna play it, expect to spend several months playing it. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that. But they look great. It looks super cool. And I love the lore of the Elder Scrolls games. Just like that it's all like a continuous war. It's all the same world. Ooh, Courage and Wit have served me well. Yay! Yay! Ooh, I learned is it heal or hurt? Nope. Heal. Cool. Oh, I can heal myself. Yay. Although do I have MP? No, I don't. Okay, well, just keep walking. Craftopia. Never heard of it. What kind of a game is it? I mean, I assume it's a crafting game, but is it like what game would you say it is analogous to? Was it similar to? This is where we're supposed to go next. I guess I could go in there. All right. So this is another thing that they didn't really do in later games, but you have to have torches in this game to move around. It's kind of neat. Like it's like an interesting thing to include in the game. So this cavern is, I don't know if it's supposed to be a cavern or a tomb, but it is a tomb. It is where our ancestor was buried. So we are here looking for information from our ancestor. there's like a little bit of hitch to the way the scrolling works, which I find very unusual. It makes me wonder if like this scrolling was really difficult or something. I don't know. Seems odd to me. Yeah, here we go. Take. Found the tablet. Tablet reads as follows: I am Erdrick, and thou art my descendant. You know, just assume it. If you got in here, if you came into this small cave in a desert, clearly you are my descendant. 3 items were needed to reach the Isle of the Dragons, which is south of Breckenary. I gathered these items, reached the island, and there defeated a great... Sorry, let me start again. I gathered these items, reached the island, and there defeated a creature of great evil. Now I've entrusted the 3 items to 3 worthy keepers. Their descendants will protect the items until thy quest leads thee to seek them out. When a new evil arises, find the 3 items, then fight! Alright, cool. Oh, there's a lot written here. Crypto is a brand new multiplayer open world survival action game we have imagined. What would happen when we combine our favorite video games together? This sounds like it's a press release. Chop trees and mine stones as in sandbox, explore the world in open world, fight the hunger as in fight the hunger, as in survival, cultivate and harvest, as in farming, collect loot, something, cast magical spells and fantasy. If you check your stats before and after use, you'll learn what it does. Lord! Yeah, that's fair. You don't use it though, it's just like a thing you hold, isn't it? Oh, okay, you do actually put it on. No, well, I screwed it up. Thank you for the help, though. I assume it boosts my defense or something, so I'm just gonna wear it. There aren't a whole lot of accessory slots in this game. I'm just gonna wear this dragon scale. It's fine. It's fine. And if for all these years I've been cursing myself by wearing a dragon scale, well, now I know. All right, leave. Stairs, go. All right. So, do we have money? No. Ugh. I gotta get money. I need money. Okay. I'm gonna look for ghosts. Ghosts give you money. They have cool hats, and they want to lick you. I like the ghosts. It's also weird that in this game there is no time cycle. I think they added the time cycle in Dragon Quest III. Like, it's just strange to me that you can fight like ghosts and spooky monsters during the day. It's weird. Just seems odd. Doo-doo-doo. Hello, red slime. Boy, that is such an iconic design. I like how every like RPG and every game that has a slime presents those slimes slightly differently. I like seeing the unique ways that slimes are represented in various games. Like these guys, where they've got that kind of little like antenna on top that makes them look like a teardrop. It looks very much like an antenna in the early games. Like in later games, they kind of made it into like a fatter little lump, and so they look more like a teardrop. But in this one, they just look like they're trying to pick up radio signals. It's very silly. Hello. Maybe they are. Maybe all the slimes are in fact trying to find sweet music. Maybe they are all audiophiles. Who can say? Hello, Draki. Unrelated, the battle music in this game is pretty it's just like blah 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 blah. It's just like, you really didn't put much of a melody in this song, did you? Just sort of like continuous rising action to the music over and over again. Da, da, nya, 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 nya. I mean, the rest of the game has, like, the overworld song is still one of my favorite overworld songs, like, in any RPG. I love this song. Battle song, maybe not so much. Battle song's pretty weak. Another thing about this game that is a little bit different is I feel like the blue slimes are kind of like a almost swampy color. I think it's kind of interesting. Like you look at the water, it's like, and that, or like this guy's hair, it's like a really crisp, clear, like standard blue with no other like, you know, no other pigments or tints changing it, but pigments, not tints. But the slimes are kind of a little bit murky. It's interesting. Is that interesting? It's interesting to me. I don't know if it's interesting to anyone else, but it's interesting to me. I could really use a shield and like better stuff in general. But I don't have those things. All I have is a club and some clothes. At least I'm not naked. And a tablet. Oh, and a dragon scale. Can't forget my luscious dragon scale. Now I know if I fought some magicians, I'd get some money. There's a magician that you can fight farther to the east. But I'm scared of him because he can cast the spell of hurt, which will do like 10 damage to me in one go. If he casts that thing twice, I'm basically dead. I need to be able to cast that on him. That's the trick. That's how you win. It's also very silly to me that in this game, the standard like attack spell is just hurt. H-U-R-T, just hurt. Just ha. Feel that. Take that. Now you die. Alright, still walking around. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. That was one thing that Dragon Quest Builders 1 did right, is the first area that you get to has this song as the overworld theme. Very good. Very good. Where's a ghost? Fight me. Well, there's a Draki. I really just need money. Like I need 90 gold to get the shield. It's a lot of money. A lot of money for a small shield. The shield costs more than the armor now that I think about it. I guess that's because the shield has like there's like a longer reach before the shield becomes outdated. Leather armor, not so much. So we can go over here, I guess. This is the way to Garenham. Although if I remember correctly, let's not go to Garenham because Garenham makes you pay a lot of money for your inn stay. Like I want to say that, like in Breckenary, you can stay in an inn for like $6. Oh, there's a ghost. Oh no, ghost. It's here. Yes. Oh, excellent move, and it's dodging. What's that about? It's like you got a critical hit that missed. How does that work? How can you have a critical hit that doesn't succeed? What was critical about it? Yeah, eat it. I love your hat, though. Ooh, courage and wit served me well. Yay. All right, so have people out there played this? I'm assuming Diabetes that you've played it since you seem familiar with it. But just because I said so, tell me just because I said so. Have you played this game before? I'm curious. Like, I'm curious about how many people actually went back and played this, or have like familiarity with the Dragon Quest series in general. Because like the first time I played this game was when I was really, really young, actually, and I was so young that I didn't know how RPGs worked. A time or two, now and again. I didn't know how RPGs worked, and so I played it more like a Zelda game because I knew how Zelda worked, and so I kind of just took off and like just tried to get as far as I could, and then didn't understand why everything was killing me. I was like, why is everything so strong over here as compared to over there? It just didn't make sense to me. And so like I played it way back when, and then I didn't play it again for years. Like I probably played it the first time I was like 5, and then I didn't play it again until I was like 18 or something. I didn't know about it. I never went back to it. And I actually got into playing DQ1 thanks to DQ8. I kind of randomly picked up Dragon Quest 8 and I loved it. Oh, I loved it. I still love it. Dragon Quest 8 is still probably my favorite Dragon Quest. And I was like, are all the games in the series this good? And so then I was just like, I'll just start with the first one and see what it's like. And now I'd say I've played through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 11. So I haven't done 6, 9, or 7, and then you can't play 10. Play a lot of rando, occasional speed run. Another. Well, first of all, again, thank you for showing up, but it's funny how often my streams seem to wind up with speedrunners. I guess it's just because I play like weird games that are like non-mainstream or something, but you are not the first speedrunner that I've had on my channel before, or on my Twitch stream before. That's interesting. So when you say you do speedruns, do you do it sort of for your own fun, or do you do it at like conventions, or like what? How do you speed? I don't know anything about the speedrunning community, so I just know that I have this mental image that speedrunners can do anything. So whenever I think about like, oh, I can't do that, I bet a speedrunner could do that. I just kind of tend to assume that speedrunners can do anything. So that's a thing. But follow Dragonware Quest on Twitch, so you like puppet. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you stopped by. It's always fun to see new people here. Appreciate the follows, of course. Hello, Red Slime. And probably not optimal. Now that I know you're a speedrunner, I'm like going to be silently judging everything I do for you. It's like, that's a service I'm going to provide for you. I'm going to judge all of my behaviors for you. Uh-huh. I wonder if these things were called she slimes in the original game. Like in the Japanese. Like, I wonder if they've always been called she slimes in Japan, or if they were called like red slimes before. Akai slime. Oh. I need stuff, so I'm fighting dudes in the wilderness. I could probably take a magician now. Just on stream. 5th in any percentage no RNG manipulation. This game is far too random. That's cool. Congratulations. 5th in, like, just being able to say you're like in the top 10 of anything that is like global is pretty dang impressive. So congratulations on that. Yeah, I always there's some games that I find myself wondering, like, what is the speedrun of this game like? You know, because like with like action games or like, you know, platformers and stuff, you assume that there's going to be like glitching and all kinds of like manipulation and stuff like that. But with like I wonder what the speedrun of like Shadowgate is like. You know, what's it like? I guess you just probably the people probably know exactly where each critical item is positioned and stuff like that. I don't know. So this for people that don't know, this here is a poisonous bog. If you walk in it, you'll take damage. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna walk away. There's a spell you can learn. If you play it enough times, the stars are bound to align eventually. Gotcha. It's nice to hear someone that's like that's the other thing that's really fun about talking to speedrunners of these like obscure games. Like I had a guy on here when I played A Boy and His Blob, a speedrunner who actually I think he might have been the record holder of A Boy and His Blob, and you just like the people that speedrun these games like them so much. Funny that you mentioned Shadowgate. The same person holds both records. You mean for like Shadowgate and like the remake Shadowgate, or beyond Shadowgate? What do you mean? I tried playing the remake of Shadowgate and I wasn't into it, honestly. The art style was neat, but it was also like really muddy. And I remember feeling like in a game where you have to like spot little things. Shadowgate and Dragon Warrior. Manipulation, non-manipulation. Yeah. Interesting. I like Shadowgate. It's a fun game. Yeah, like for a game where you have to like spot little tiny things in the world, why make the graphics muddy? You know, like why make it really, I guess, I don't know. I didn't beat it. I didn't play through the whole thing. Just played a part of the way. We are slowly creeping towards buying some new equipment. Finally finishing my sprite. That's one thing that's kind of cool. So you can see how I've got a sword now. I didn't have a sword when I started. You actually, as you get equipment, your sprite changes. Although once you get the first piece of equipment for each one, it's that way forever. So I'm gonna go look for a magician. I might die from this, but I'm gonna go look for a magician. There were a lot more games in the Shadowgate. Who is incidentally streaming Dragon Warrior right now? Oh, if you'd rather go watch the record holder, I appreciate your stopping by. Probably not being terribly impressive over here, but oh yeah, there are more games in the Shadowquest series Shadowgate series than I realized. I think there were like 4, because there's the original Shadowgate, then there's Beyond Shadowgate, then I think there's another one that we didn't get in America, and then there's Shadowgate 64, and then there's the remake of Shadowgate. That's 5 games. It's like more extensive than I realized. Freaking Ghost. 2 Drakis and a ghost set upon me before I can cross the bridge. They're like, you're not right if I just go back. Oh my gosh. Ghost? Please. Alright, get a cool hat. I got beat up real bad from that. Use heal on myself. Yeah, I'm stuck in a minute. Try and find one magician. That's a ghost. You have your own race this is chill time. Wait, so there's like is there like a thing going on where like, do you guys schedule when you're gonna do races or stuff? Again, I don't know how any of this stuff works. But if I'm chilling you out, that's great. Why is this the song for the battles? I mean, this series has some really spectacular music, but like the fighting song for the first game, that's not one of the best tracks. There's a rando tournament going on. Casual race is also public. Okay, that's cool. How do you stay in touch? Is that like through Discord and stuff, or what do you use to keep synced? I guess I don't know. Reddit maybe. I could see Reddit being it. r/speedrun or something.
not that I know anything about Reddit. I am like the most disconnected internet person. Like I don't do like Reddit or Twitter or TikTok or like any of it. I'm just sort of like, nah, brah. I'm just gonna be a hermit and play games sometimes. Yeah, it's, I don't know. Like, this song is good. Town song's good. Tantagale Castle's good. Like, a lot of the music in this game is really good. Battle song, like 1,000 or so people in it. Like, all kinds of different games, too, I assume, huh? Not just Dragon Warrior. So if there's 1,000 people in the speedrunning community for this game specifically, that's surprising. So you said it's like a race. Does that mean that you like? I've seen races of like, Link to the Past randomizer. When you have a race, does that mean that you are like playing against someone, like a split screen kind of thing, or Dragon Warrior randomizer includes 2, 3, and 4 randos? Oh, okay, rando I misunderstood what you meant by rando tournament. You mean a tournament for randomizers of the games, not a random tournament as in like everyone just decided to get together and do a tournament randomly. Gotcha. I understand now. So do you have, okay, so here's another question. Do you have a favorite Dragon Quest? I've already told you mine. I like 8 the best. But I'm curious, you know, if you're the 5th record or 5th place record holder for this game, does that mean that this one is your favorite, or is this just the one that you felt like you could manipulate or work the best? Just curious. I'm just talking to you now because this game's pretty straightforward. You just kind of keep fighting battles. Red slime, blah blah blah. Oh, I have enough money! Yay! All right, let's go back to Breckenary and get ourselves the shield. Casual races don't usually have restreams like you described, but these races do. Oh, exciting! Exciting. It's a Draki. Alright, so you probably know. Am I actually in the right area for magicians, or am I do I have to go further east? I would have expected to have bumped into one by now. Hey, slime. Excellent move. Critical hit on that slime. I'm gonna heal myself. Yeah, show up to my stream and get bombarded with questions. I'm sorry. If you don't want to talk about this, that's fine. If you just want to watch, I get it. I'm just, you know, I find what you're talking about is very interesting, so just kind of yammering away here as I walk around. What is this area called? This region has a name too. It's like when you play Dragon Quest 2, you find out that the entirety of Dragon Quest 1 takes place on like a relatively small island in like a greater world, but I can't remember what it's called. Oh, Alefgard. That's right. You know, like this one the best. Honestly, this is the only one I finished as a kid. Ran 2 a couple times. As far as Landport, only played 1 through 4 in general. Only played. Okay. It took me ages to play through 4. Like, I mean, ages in the sense of, like, it took me a long time to start it. Not that it took a long time to finish it. But, and for a long time, I had a grudge against Dragon Quest 2, which is now actually one of my favorites with the NES. It probably is my favorite one on the NES. But for whatever reason, I kept getting to, like Hargon's castle, like, way near the end of the game. And then something would happen, like I would lose my save file, or the game would get corrupted or whatever. You know, just like things kept happening every time I would get near the end of Dragon Quest 2. They'd happen like 3 or 4 times. It was driving me up the wall. And so for a long time I was like, no, it's the bad one. I don't like Dragon Quest 2. And then I played it again and I beat it and I'm like, oh, I like this. This is good. I like this. It's enjoyable. Yay, shield! Oh, I got a shield now, baby. Look at me swinging it around like a cool guy. Yeah. Awesome. And then honestly, DQ3, like, I feel as though DQ3 is often held up, at least it's represented in popular Japanese media as like the best one on the NES. I feel like that's always the one that's like, oh, you want to talk about Dragon Quest on the NES, we're going to talk about 3 because 3's the one that's got the hero and there's a magician. Okay, yeah, I knew they were out here somewhere. I heard him. Get some. Ow. Don't do that though. Ha. Very cool. So there are a lot of reasons not to like it, but involves that involve the probably not your reason, but in that it's not common. Yeah. I don't know, like, so one of the times I was playing like the SNES remake of it, and it just like glitched at the point where the Prince of Canik, you know, there's that part near the end of Dragon Quest 2 where the Prince of Canik gets like poisoned or whatever, and you have to go save him. That was just glitched out, and so the game broke. And I was like, what the hell, man? I just want to beat this stupid game. Stop it. All right, so technically I could move forward at this point. I'm strong enough that I'm actually defeating enemies. Our next objective is to the east. Well, it's either to the east or it's in Garenham. Because I think Cole is to the east and Garenham's to the northwest. But overall, we want to try and go east and then south to Rimmelder. I don't really think there's a whole lot I could do in Garenham right now, because Rimmeldar is the place where you can buy magic keys, and so you can't start opening doors until you have magic keys. Yeah. It was really irritating. I was like, oh no, I was so close to the end of this game, and then this happened. No, don't do that. Stop. Ow. You suck, dude. Get some. You and your weird hand. Just got one hand up. He's like, look, that way. All right. I need some herbs. I'm gonna go get some herbs. Oh yeah, but DQ3, like, I think it's cool that DQ3 allows you to have different classes, but it's just like, I mean, Final Fantasy did that from the start. Like, what's so great about having classes, you know? I don't know. It's a stupid argument against Dragon Quest 3. I didn't think Dragon Quest 3 was that great. That's really what it comes down to. I wasn't that impressed. DQ4, I was on board with until the last chapter when you couldn't control anybody. I didn't really like that very much. I'm not a big fan of like auto battle where you can't turn it off. I like auto battle if you can control it, but when you're just sort of like, yeah, just they fight on their own, I'm like, oh, no, don't do that. I want to be able to control my characters. And maybe that's just because I grew up with, like, you know, Final Fantasy games, and so I'm used to the idea of having full control over your characters. It just feels weird to me that there's some games where they're like, no, you don't get to control anybody. Like Persona 3, where like you never have control over anyone. Ridiculous. 3 is probably my least favorite, partly for that reason. Party felt like generics in the story. Yeah, right? They just feel kind of like generic, yeah. Everybody's just sort of like standard characters. And I mean, I guess the idea for that is that the argument is like, well, do you like games where you can create your own character? That's the same thing. It's like, yeah, okay. But I don't know. If you have two games before that that had like actual named characters, and then you just go to generics, you're sort of like, I don't know, that was good. Up first for us, since those are the only ones I've personally played on. Yeah. I'm trying to think if any of the later games had generics again. I know 9 had generics, and I was not on board with that. I didn't really like that very much. I think 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 11 have like non-generic characters. And I mean, you can also make the argument that like these games aren't exactly like really intense driven dramas, you know? It's not like they're very character focused anyway, so why do you need the characters to be like that big of a focus? But I don't know. I like even though the Prince of Mendenhall didn't really have a personality, I liked him, and I liked the Prince of Kennick and the Princess of Moonbrook, you know? It was cool. I do think it's funny that none of them have actual names, though. Oh, here, this is something interesting about Dragon Quest that I still don't know if it's true or not, but if it is, it's the dumbest thing. I have heard... Oh, it's a scorpion. That's a problem. Uh-oh. You might kill me. You might kill me. I only have a club. You might kill me. I only have a club. Uh-oh. Hurt! Oh, fudge, it's still alive. Hit. No. Hurt it. Alright, leaving. Okay, this place is scary. I can't fight scorpions yet. Nope. Yeah, I have heard that Square Enix, since none of the protagonists ever have names, you know, you always name them yourself. For the Square Enix staff, their names are actually the number of the game that they represent, which is just the weirdest thing to me. Because, like, well, okay, let me amend that. First game, the protagonist is the descendant of Erdrick, so he actually has a name in that is his title. Second game, they all have their titles: Prince of Mendenhall, Prince of Kennick, and Princess. Oh, see you later, Princess of Moonbrook. And then in 3, I guess spoilers, you're technically playing as Erdrick. But in 4, you're just the hero. It wasn't until 4 that you have like, yeah, right? Like that was the thing that made 4 really interesting, is that like you had characters, and that's interesting. You know, it's like, hey, look, real people, neat. And they all had like their own scenarios and setups, and it was cool. And then at the end, they're just sort of like, nah, dump them all in the wagon, and we're not going to let you control them. I hated that. Oh, it drove me up the wall. I hated that. But yeah, like, so the protagonist of Dragon Quest IV is named 4. The protagonist of Dragon Quest VIII is named 8. It's just like, I can't. Again, I have no confirmation on that, but I have heard that is the case, and it's the stupidest sounding thing to me. It sounds so dumb to imagine that they're just called a number. Whatever. I have no idea. I gotta kill some more magicians. That's me. I'm a witcher right now. Going around killing magicians. I'm gonna find them, and I'm gonna stab them with my club. That makes sense. Get some red slime. Ha ha ha. I've already been playing this for an hour, and I have done like nothing. This is a slow game. Oh, I didn't mean to hit. I didn't mean to do that. No, don't hurt me. Stop it. I don't enjoy that. Get hurt yourself. What if I cast magic at you? No, stop. No, my hits. My hits were decreased. Your poop. Actually, though, on the subject of DQ3, so we were talking about Dragon Quest Builders 2 or Dragon Quest Builders earlier. One of the things that I thought was so cool about Dragon Quest Builders 1 and 2 was the way that the game tied into the numbered Dragon Quest games. So Dragon Quest Builders 1 had heavily influence from Dragon Quest 1, and Dragon Quest Builders 2 had heavy influence from Dragon Quest 2. Did I say Dragon Quest 2 influenced Dragon Quest 2? I mean, Dragon Quest Builders 2 was referenced by Dragon Quest, or made references to Dragon Quest 2. I'm curious if DQ Builders 3, if they come out with it, will make reference to like the class system. And like maybe instead of having like warrior classes, they have like classes that represent different types of building, maybe? I think that could be cool, but I don't know. I just want them to make it, and I want to play it. And I also want them to add other weapon types. Combat in Dragon Quest Builders is not the focus of the games, but you can tell. You can tell that it's not the focus of the games, because it's pretty limited. Might as well save. Stairs. Hello, King. Yes. Yes, thy deeds have been recorded. Yes. Tempt not the fates like you did that time a Draki kills you. That was a thing that happened. Immediate. I think that was actually my first fight too. I think my first fight, I bought a club, I wandered out into the wilderness with no clothes on, and then I was killed by a bat. That was what happened. So I am a great and stalwart knight. Hooray! I see you, Draki. I see you, Draki. Mm-hmm. Let's go to Garanham. Oh, show off Garanham. I don't really think we can do anything in Garanham yet, but it's somewhere to go. Hey, why not? So here's another question. Is there a reason you chose to stop at 4? Or have you just meant to get to the other ones and never got around to it? Curious about that. Mm-hmm. Can you hear me constantly pushing the A button? It doesn't do anything. Like, this scrolls on its own. Pushing the A button doesn't do anything. But I do it. I just keep tapping that button. No reason, just keep pushing it. Follow the coast up here to Garanham. Right. Beat him up. Beat up this bat. Die, bat. Ha ha ha. Then there's a ghost directly outside of town with a cool hat. Look at his cool hat, man. He's a little wizard ghost. I love it. Welcome to Garanham. Hey, bud.
Garen, the wandering minstrel of legendary fame, is said to have built this town.
What do you sell? Tools? Nah, bro, I don't need any of that. That's cool. Wait, did he sell herbs for cheaper? Hang on, do you sell herbs for cheap? No, never mind. I think the economy is actually standard across the world. Many believe that Princess Gwendolyn is hidden away in a cave. Cool. I think the princess is in a cave. Yep.
I have heard of one named Nestor. Dost thou know of such a one?
Ha! That's a Nintendo Power reference. What a weird thing to have in the game. Hello.
Welcome to Garanham. May thy stay be a peaceful one.
Thank you. What about you? Alright, do you sell... I'm poor, though. Can't you sell things for cheaper? I guess I could buy some leather armor, but I kind of want the sword. No. Buy some armor, yep. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. So this whole like structure up here, we need the magic key to get into. There's like a whole area up there we can't get to. Hello.
The son of the princess was kidnapped and taken eastward.
Okay, cool. That's all for Garanham. So I hope you enjoyed it. I've round around to it. I don't actually play them that much besides random. Are there other randomizers that you do play? Because like I've played let's see, I've played a little bit of a Pokemon randomizer. I've played Link to the Past randomizer. The Super Metroid randomizer was really tough. Let's see. I played Zelda 1 and Zelda 2 randomizers. I tried a Mega Man X randomizer, which was kind of interesting, but those are the ones that I've played. There's a website called I think it's just called the Game Randomizer website. Is that correct? Let me check. It's just called the game. Yeah, it's just like a. So can I just do this? This. Bleh. There. That. That was where I used to go for like randomizers when I was looking for them. Oh, duh! I played Final Fantasy V randomizer on this stream channel, so yeah, did that one too. Kind of forgot about that. I don't know. I think it's interesting to see. I especially find it interesting to see like platformers turn into randomizers, because like with an RPG, I feel like it's a lot more straight, like especially a turn-based RPG, it's a lot more straightforward to make it randomized. You know, you just kind of like play DW2 and DW4 randomized. Really? Oh, wait. Sorry. When you said DW, despite the fact that this entire time we've been talking about Dragon Warrior, my brain immediately went to Dynasty Warriors. I just immediately thought you were talking about randomizers for the Dynasty Warriors games. Zelda 1 randomizer races for a while, but not much else. That's cool. I have heard someone say, I think it was a Peanut Butter Gamer once mentioned the idea that like, when it comes to it was either Peanut Butter Gamer or Space Hamster, because it was during PB and Jeff, but they mentioned that like with these old games, why not play a randomized version? Like why play the original? Because it changes up your experience and allows you to like try things differently. I get that. I don't know. There were some times that when I was playing the FF5 playthrough, and I was like, I kind of wish that I just knew what to expect here, Just sort of depends. Hello, magician. Thank you for not... He jumped out of the bushes. This dude who's like... He specializes in spells. He jumped out of the bushes and he's like, ha-ha! Like he hit me for 2 damage. He just jumped out of the bushes like, he could have just cast a spell, dude. And he still streams through. I think pretty much out of these. Yeah, first of all, I agree. I absolutely miss PB and Jeff so much. I thought it was an excellent collaboration, and I don't know what broke apart, because they don't seem to it doesn't seem like there's any sort of falling out. They're still buddies. I mean, they still work together. My only assumption is that maybe Jeff started to feel like there's one of two things. Maybe that Jeff was starting to feel like he was kind of becoming like a subordinate to Austin. I could see that. I don't know that would be the case, and so he wanted to focus on his regular channel a bit more, or they both decided that streaming was more effective, because there was a period of time where like a lot of YouTubers, especially game YouTubers, had to like jump ship and just say like, no, I'm just gonna stream. It's more lucrative, and I don't have to worry about algorithms. I can actually make a living streaming, and like a lot of people jump ship from YouTube. Like I just do all this as a hobby. I don't make any money off of it, so I don't have to worry about like the algorithm that much. But for people that it's their livelihood, they have to make like hard choices like that, and I could see that being a cause for why PB and Jeff ended. That said, I have no idea. I have no idea why it ended. They may have said it on Twitter. As I said, I'm not connected to any social media, so if they said it, I don't know about it. But I do know that I still go back and watch PBG gameplay just for PB and Jeff. It was just so good. They had such a great rapport, and like, so many good series. So many good series in that. Oh no, am I gonna die? Oh, that's right, I'm stronger now. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Like their Pikmin series? The Pikmin series was awesome. Oh, it was so good. Like, I've never even played Pikmin, and I loved that series. Or like, well, I was gonna say Super Mario 3D World. I just like Super Mario 3D World, so whoever plays it, I'll watch it. But so many good series. And then like Minecraft Hardcore is, I mean, they had that kind of like that hidden season of Minecraft Hardcore where they did it on the Normal Boots channel that like I didn't even know about for a long time, and that I found it just kind of by accident one day. I was like, there's a whole other season of Hardcore that I didn't know about. Yeah, I don't know. Things change. All good things come to an end. I get that, but you know, it's just it's so frustrating to see a partnership like that go by the wayside. It would be like if Aaron or Dan left Gang Grumps, you know, it'd be like this. After so many years, it's a real bummer to lose that kind of connection. But whatever. Again, it's their lives, it's not mine. I appreciate that the internet preserves it so I can at least go back and watch reruns. Seems like too big of a time to invest in them, wanted to do their own things. Plus, yeah, that's true too. It was nice that we had it while it lasted.
Still want more though. Still miss it though. Want to come back.
That's like there was a do you know the streamer / YouTuber Brutal Moose? Denny and Arnold.
Yeah, Denny and Arnold. I really like watching them over on the YouTubes. Watching them play those games.
That's my bet. That's as close as I can get to their Obama impression. All I know about the Obama impression is that you have to like sniff a lot, and just all of your statements like blah 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 blah. That's all I know about imitating Barack Obama. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Smush, a subsidiary of Rooster Peak. Yeah, but anyway, so there's a YouTuber named Brutal Moose. Excellent YouTuber and streamer, especially if you like chill stuff. Really good for that. Anyway, I first found him on Twitch because he used to have this thing called Friday Night Mario Party, where every Friday night he'd play Mario Party. And like, I thought that was the coolest idea. The week that I streamed was the last one of those he did. So I was like, oh man, why did I show up late to the party? This looked like such a fun thing. But yeah, Bruno Moose is great. He used to be game oriented. He's not really anymore. He's pretty random nowadays, but really excellent, like wry wit and chill vibes. So I'd recommend it, especially if you like Nancy Drew games. He plays a lot of Nancy Drew games, which are very chill, stupid games. very like the funniest thing about Nancy Drew for me, I think, is the sort of uncanny valley NPCs. They're all like really just not quite realistic looking. A little strange, but it's not for everybody. That channel has greatly enriched my life. So one of my inspirations, especially when it comes to streaming. Yeah, I'm just kind of like my streams are just kind of play a game, chill out. He was not normal boots. He was hidden block. So you might know hidden block normal boots were like, they tend to be like grouped together because they worked very closely with each other. Like so Space Hamster was hidden block, and as was Brutal Moose, and PBG and JonTron were like normal boots. And actually Jeff and Ian, that's Brutal Moose's Ian, were roommates for a little while. So yeah, I think it's great that all those good boys work together, because you can tell that they're friends. They collaborate really, really well. I think I first found out about Ian Brutal Moose through one of those Minecraft. I think it was the Mine Z hardcore that I watched. And I was like, who is this other person? I know some of these people. I don't know this funny person. Who is this person? And that was how I learned to love his content. This is like the most just chat about whatever stream. Like, because there's not a whole lot going in the game. You just wander around and fight things. And so I'm just like talking about whatever. Just kind of like chatting about stuff. Thank you for being here, by the way. I probably would have run out of things to talk about quite a while ago by now. But, I don't know. It's just fun to kind of just sit and chat. I feel like the Dragon Quest games are kind of like that. Like, they're not pulse-pounding action for most of the game. It's, especially these older ones, it's just sort of like, just chill out and wander around and watch the numbers go up slowly, you know? Just relax. It's just a relaxing experience. Not for everyone, I'm sure. I think another thing that I really liked about Dragon Quest 1 is, I feel more immersed in this one than subsequent ones because you play as just one dude. You know, you're just the Descent of Erdrick out on a journey, just kind of wandering around in the middle of nowhere, fighting dudes, and like everything's on you. If bad things happen, it's because you didn't do it right, you know? It feels very, I don't know. There's something cool about that. How like you're just on your own. That said, I prefer the party model, but there is something to be said about this game that makes me feel more immersed because it's just me like walking around. I think also the music helps. Like the world map music feels very like quiet and contemplative, and so you just kind of like zone out and you're like, yeah, I'm just walking around this world. Look at my little 2-frame walk. So good. I'm so close to having 180 gold. Then I can buy a sword. Actually, I think I can buy that sword in Cole. So we're gonna try. We're gonna try and make it to Cole. Cole is a hot springs town. It's to the north here. There it is. That's Cole. All right, dude. Hey, what's up? Get hurt. So Cole here is gonna be our sort of next waypoint. Because if we go south from here, I know you know this, but do you miss some of the Jared, Peeb, Joof, and Ian gameplay on Jared's channel? Yeah. Honestly, I just kind of like I know there was kind of a bit of an issue. Oh, it's a skeleton. Uh-oh. I might not be able to fight a skeleton right yet. Like I know there was that old deal with I'm just gonna run. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna run. There's that whole deal with Jared and all that stuff, and I do still sort of feel like he was kind of unfairly treated. It's my opinion, but I hate that seemed to end a lot of the collaboration between those guys. And I don't, again, I'm just kind of speaking from ignorance. I don't really know, but I'm glad he pulled himself out of it. You know, when all that first happened, I thought that was like, oh, I guess Jared's channel's over. And then, no, he pulled himself out of it. I think it's great. I'm not reading it. I should read these. Wait, what did you just say?
East of Hawksness there is a town, 'tis said, where one may purchase weapons of extraordinary quality.
Okay, what about you? Okay. That dude was saying that in the weapon shop, he was just like, hey, if you go somewhere else, you'll get great weapons. It's like, why is the weapon shop owner not like run this guy out of his shop yet?
Golem was afraid of the music of the flute, so 'tis said.
Okay, what about you?
Hast thou seen Nestor? I think he might need help.
Yeah, he gets a lot of help from Howard Lincoln. Hello, sir. What do you got to say? Hello.
In legend, it is said that fairies know how to put the golem to sleep.
That's a reference to the fact that the fairy flute puts the golem to sleep, so. Oh, hey, it's the Puff Puff lady. Hey, Puff Puff lady.
This bath cures rheumatism.
So in the original Japanese, this was the origin of the infamous Puff Puff. This woman would offer you to Puff Puff because this is supposed to be like a hot spring. What a hot spring, right? But oh, sorry, I just realized what you were referencing with Jared P. Joof and Ian. You're talking about the Final Fantasy 1 playthrough. It was so good. I loved Jared's Final Fantasy 1 playthrough. Excellent work. I really enjoyed that. Hello.
Art thou the descendant of Edric? Hast thou any proof?
No, not really. Move. Not that way. Move the other way. Thank you. All right, what do you sell?
Hast thou been to the southern island?
No.
To the south, I believe there's a town called Ribbledar.
Yep, there is. What do you do? Tools. Oh, he sells wings. That's useful, but I don't need it. Thanks. Use that crew for a few playthroughs. That was one of them. Yeah, the only one I really knew of was FF1 and FF3. Ribbledar is the place to buy keys. I loved the FF1 playthrough though. Oh my gosh. Maybe really want to play that game again. Because like I wasn't really that into the original FF1. I liked the PS1 re-release. I didn't get any HP back. Oh no, I might die. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Crap, no, I didn't mean to attack you. Oh, fudge. Heal. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I didn't believe the worst of the allegations personally, and I feel like the video he put out explaining a lot of it did a good job, or at least I believed it, but on the other hand, I was predisposed to believe it because I wanted to believe he was innocent, so, you know, take that for what you will. I've got 180. No, not you. Run. Fudge. Don't kill me. Run. Fudge. No, you poop. Ah! I'm dead, and I only have 90 gold now. Doggone. I had the 180 gold. Curse you, skeleton. Fudge. So much fudge. Man. That's so irritating. I mean, I guess it's better than the alternative, you know, like if this was a Final Fantasy game, I would lose all my save, or like I'd have to revert to my save. At least in Dragon Quest, they just send you back to the last place you saved and take away half your money, but it's still very frustrating considering how I was trying to save money. Alright, can go kill things again for money. Oh well. C'est la vie. Such is life. I actually didn't realize there were skeletons in that area, though. I thought it was mostly just the scorpions and magicians. Alright, I'm gonna stay over here. Try and fight scorpions and magicians.
What's this little emote you gave? What is this? What is this little thing? Caitlin S.
Okay.
Whoa, what the heck? What is this? My computer did something strange. Skeleton to the east of town, but not west, if I remember correctly.
Okay, well, that's fair. I'm just gonna hang out over here. Should be fine, I think. The actual place we're supposed to go is down there. So that's the cave. Again, I know you know that. I'm saying that for the benefit of any VOD viewing audience. Because I put up all my VODs on my YouTube channel. Because, Twitch deletes them pretty quick. So, yeah. So if you want to go back and watch my many stupid streams, go check out my YouTube channel. I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of what I've created. Oh, a Magidraki. Uh-oh. Taihen. I didn't realize these were here. Yeah, get some. All right, let's go back down here. Want to be able to? I'll just stick to fighting magicians for now. I think that continent is scary. I'm going over here. Red slime. This I can fight. Oh, I feel strong now. Strong like bull. So speaking back to the idea that the first time I played this game, I was like a really little kid. I have two older sisters, and they also played games with me when we were younger. And I remembered like vaguely, like one of the only things I remembered vaguely from when I first played this game was the gold golem. Because you can fight gold golems if you just kind of walk around the world map and you manage to make it over there. And I only kind of remembered what they looked like. And they looked much cooler in my memory. Like when I actually went back and finally played this game when I was, my late teens, I was like, oh, I remember these things looking cooler than this. They looked much neater in my memories. Funny how that works. Yep. Bye. Hello, blue slime. You and your weird mouth. It's like, dude, judgmental much? I feel like when you see the blue slimes in this game, they have more of a clown look to them than later blue slimes. Like, low resolution blue slimes look very much like clowns to me. Which doesn't bother me so much. I'm not actually that bothered by clowns, but it is funny how different they look from the way they look nowadays. Alright, come on. Who wants to fight me? I didn't learn my lesson. So that idea of like wandering around like in circles in a dangerous area in an RPG, it like trying to level up or like find fights. I mean, it's so ingrained in the way people play these games that it's not that strange. But can you imagine how weird it would look in real life? Like, you basically just have this dude running around in a field, hoping something will come up and try and kill him, and then he fights it to the death, and then starts doing the same thing again. It's like, look at me, I'm just running out in a field, yelling and trying to make my presence known so that some poor hapless monster will run up and be like, hey, I could take that guy. And then I kill that monster and then start doing it again. Video games are weird. Ah. Curse you. Hurt you. Kill you. Hurt you. Thanks for that sweet 9 gold, baby. Oh, it's a scorpion. I didn't mean to attack you. Fudge. Not intentional. Hurt. Cool. All right, let's walk home. Injured, walking home. Hello, red slime. Death. Oh, if I just had 10 more gold, though. Well, 16 more gold, because I need to stay at the end, too, but... Take that, ghost. I have slain you, ghost. Whoa. It's a Draki. I just think the word Draki looks better spelled that way than when it's like C-K-Y. I like K-E-E better. The Draki. I would actually even prefer I-E. But, like D-R-A-K-I-E. But I don't know, like D-R-A-C-K-Y just looks weird to me. Strange. These are the things I talk about when I'm an hour and 30 minutes into playing Dragon Quest 1. I was talking about spelling. Now spell. Draki. Now spell. I got my 180 gold. Now I just gotta hope a random skeleton doesn't pop up. Hello! Give me that copper sword. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I forgot that he was gonna buy back my weapon so I can actually go to the inn anyway. I feel so much stronger for having a sword made of a soft metal like copper. Oh, so strong. Go ahead and stop off and say hi to King Lorik. So unrelated, a lot of the names in this version of the game are like way cooler than in the Japanese version, I think. Like in the Japanese version, the Dragon Lord is called King Dragon, which sounds dumb. And I think the castle is called King Dragon's Castle, whereas in this game it's called Charlock. That's a cool name for a castle, man. Charlock Castle. Awesome. That's it down there, by the way. That's Charlock Castle. So cool. Tantagel? Super cool. What was it called in the Japanese one? It's a dumb name. I remember I don't like the Japanese name very much. What is it, though? Can't remember. Nuts. Not as cool as Charlock, though. Or Tantagel. I feel so strong with my copper sword. Nothing can stop me now that I've got a sword made of copper. Pennies? Nothing. Super strong now.
Oh, here's a question for you. Did you know that apparently there is some sort of trick in Dragon Quest II where you can make like a super version of the Falcon Blade? I didn't know that this was a thing, but apparently it's well known enough that there's a direct reference to it in Dragon Quest Builders 2. My friend was telling me about this. It's like there's like a glitch you can do in DQ2 where like I think you equip the Sword of Ruin on the protagonist, then you go into Hargon's castle while it's still an illusion, and then you leave. I think you get killed. Maybe you get killed. Something like that. Yeah, the illusion glitch. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. I didn't know that was a thing. And I like when my friend was telling me about the thing in Dragon Quest Builders, it also didn't sound like it was a thing. And then I looked them both up, and it was like, yeah, apparently it's well known. I had never heard of it though. Shows what I know. I don't know things. I'm gonna go see this guy that lives to the north here. This guy that lives to the north is one of the people that has one of the things that I need to beat the game, but I can't do it yet. He's gonna yell at me, I think. Right? Doesn't he yell at me? Stairs. Hello, sir. I see you have a treasure chest. Thy bravery must be proven. Thus I propose a test. There is a silver harp that beckons to the creatures of the Dragon Lord. Bring this to me, and I will reward thee with a staff of rain. So there you go. Pretty straightforward. Bring him a silver harp, and he'll give you a staff of rain. Hello, Magidraki. Get hurt. And I will strike you with my mighty copper sword. Oh, so strong. Oh, nice. Man, that feels so gratifying. Like when you play games like this where, you know, you're probably going to be bumping into enemies that are like weaker than you over time. Because I mean, like with a lot of like RPGs where they have like, you know, a bunch of different distinct areas, you probably don't go back to the ones you went to the beginning of the game. But with this, since it's all kind of like one contiguous world, you're likely, and you have to go back to the first town in order to save, you're likely to bump into easier enemies. And man, it just feels cool when you're like, look how strong I am. That this ghost, which was such a big deal the first time I met it, it's now just like, I'm gonna one-hit you. What now? Ghost. I need to sleep. Magidraki. Blee, blee, blue, blee, 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 blee. Hello, welcome to Cole. What is your primary export? Coal? No, it's actually Hot Springs. We're a tourist town. I never would have expected. Hello, Puff Puff lady. She does not offer you a Puff Puff in this version of the game. You know what? Maybe it would be a good idea for me to buy some herbs. I'm gonna go buy some herbs. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get to the herb shop in this village. Like, go all the way around to get to the herb shop. Move. Thank you. I also don't think the first game has a bank, if I remember correctly. That was a definite improvement in later games. Banks are very helpful. Herb. Yeah. Another herb. You think you equip the Falcon Sword before entering the castle, and then equip the Sword of Destruction or any other weapon while in the illusion, then leave or dispel the illusion. The game correctly applies the Falcon Sword's double attack but doesn't update your stats unless you check the stat screen or level up. So you get Falcon Sword, the Sword of Circling. Yep, that sounds like that sounds like what I thought was the case, but I didn't remember the steps to do it. I just remember the outcome. But yeah, that also exists in Dragon Quest Builders 2, and you have to use a very roundabout way to get it, which makes me think that it would have made more sense if they, like, Dragon Quest Builders 2, as I was saying earlier, directly references DQ2. Like, you actually go to the Illusion Castle in Dragon Quest Builders 2. So why not make that the way you get the Super Falcon Blade if, in fact, it was supposed to be intentional? I don't know. It just bugs me. I feel like they missed an opportunity, or it makes me wonder if maybe that is the way you're supposed to do it, and the way that I now know to do it in DQB2 is in fact incorrect and was just like an accident. It's hard to tell with something that's referencing a glitch, you know? It's like, is this glitch supposed to be referencing that other glitch, or what? All right, we're going to be brave. We've got a copper sword. I'm going to try and fight a skeleton. Alefgard. Alefgard is a pretty good name for like a region. I was saying earlier that I think a lot of the names weren't as good in the Japanese version, but calling this entire region Alefgard, that's pretty cool. There's an art to properly naming like countries, I think, that I don't have a knack for. But I'm always impressed when like I see a game that has like really cool names for its regions. Does Builders 1 have a duplicating chest glitch like this game then? If it does, I don't know about it. What's the duplicating chest glitch in this game? Because I'm curious about that too. Hello. Get hurt.
It's like, oh no. What if I hurt you?
If I stab you with my copper sword. More health. Thank you. Hit. Alright, well. I wonder if I could actually make it to the south yet. To Rimmeldar. It's a long way. But if I could get down there, I could maybe fight gold golems. Gold golems give you so much money. Give you so much money. I don't think I'm ready though. I gotta at least be able to fight skeletons before I go down there, because they got werewolves down there. Blue werewolves. Mysterious blue werewolves. They're scary. Hello, ghost. I will kill you, ghost. You're prepared for death, ghost? It's like I was born prepared when I died. Says the ghost. It's really fun to say ghost like that. Ghost. The dreaded ghost. Please tell me about the duplicating chest glitch, because I'm very curious now. I want to know what that is. Magidraki. I like the color of the Magidraki. It's like a lovely maroon color. Come to think of it, they never went back to this color for a Magidraki. Because like you find other iterations of, let's see, if you open greater than 8 chests without resetting the memory array, the game flags chests as opened in any subsequent chests don't disappear and can be taken infinitely.
So does that mean that you would have to have more than 8 chests in a single room? Is that how it works?
So I know that there's that room at the end of the game where there are a bunch of chests. Like what criteria resets the memory array? Also, unrelated, things like what you just said just now are exactly what I think of when I think of speedrunning. Stuff like referencing memory arrays and like doing things a certain number of times to get unexpected results. That's you're talking what in my brain is speedrun right now. It's like, oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So if you would have to find 8 treasure chests in an area when you don't go to the overworld. I mean, is that practical anywhere in the game?
The only thing I think of is the Dragon Lord's castle.
No single location is 8 checks. Okay, yeah. Well, so how do you know about it then? Like,
When you first said it, I assumed it was some sort of like some sort of trick that allows you to do something and skip a cutscene or something. But it sounds like it's just more of a curiosity than anything else. You know, ever since Mr. Bones showed up and killed me, I haven't really seen another skeleton. It's surprising. Oh no! The scorpion attacked before I was ready. Now! Curse you, Scaplion!
you die in a cave or town castle, you don't go to the overworld. Oh. So you like...
Still, I can get where you're leading. I can't think of a place to use it though. Please, like, expound a little bit so I can know how you would use this feature. You know, it's a funny thing. Back when I was younger, and like video games were still very new, you know, I would read things like Nintendo Power, and stuff like what you're describing would be presented in a very mystical sort of way back then. Like they loved to say things like, they'd be like, I'm a video game wizard, I can do this thing, and it will allow me to corrupt your game. Well, it's like game genie. Open a few chests in a cave, die, and then open the castle treasury after to go to the king.
Oh. Is there anything in the treasury that's worth
Infinitely respawning?
It's interesting though.
Like, just even just from just a like curiosity, it's an interesting thing. There's a chocobo forest right here, it looks like. Ow. Don't do that. Ow. Stop it. Gold. Okay, gold's good. Gold's usually a pretty good thing to infinitely respawn. Uh-oh. I'm in bad shape now. Can I heal myself? Nope. I think it's 3. Alright, we gotta get back to a town real fast. Speedrunners features 20 minutes of opening the same chest over and over again. Yep. Yeah, I bet it does. So how early do you do that? Do you have to, I guess you get to like Rimildar, and then you immediately go find a cave with like 2 chests in it, I guess? Bloop. Hello, sir. Yes. What's my next money goal? Let's see. What is my next money goal? Probably this hand axe, I would guess. 560? Yeah. Alright, see you later. Wonder if I can get to Rimildar now. Probably get myself killed if I try it, because I have to go through that cave. I'll try it. What the heck? We're getting near the end of the stream. I'll try and get down there. Oh, nice! Dude! Excellent move! Ooh! Ooh! Courage and wit hath served me well! Hooray! Oh, excuse me. Oh, what did I learn? Oh. Sleep. You know, that is an unfortunate thing that the Final Fantasy series has caused in me. So I feel that Square Enix games, or I should say Squaresoft, because it was really more of an issue before the 2 companies combined. Ow. 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 Ah. 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 Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. I don't have a torch, do I? Why did I come here without a torch? I think it's just a straight shot, if I remember correctly. I think it's just a straight shot down. Right? I'm good to go down. I can't even tell if I'm bumping into something. It was a bad idea. Let's go back. Oh, fudge, it's a Druin. Hi. These things kind of creeped me out when I was a kid. Like, I found them very upsetting when I was younger. I couldn't figure out what it was supposed to be. It's like supposed to be a little bug thing. But it weirded me out. I didn't like them. I'm just bringing it up. Never mind, forget it. I forgot I needed a torch. Hey, ghost. Oh, wow. So strong. So beef. Ah. Oh, what I was saying. Yeah, Final Fantasy games basically convinced Final Fantasy and pretty much all Squaresoft RPGs before they combined convinced me that status effects are worthless. Because they never work. Like, in older games, like take Final Fantasy games, like FF4, 5, and 6, for example. Do you ever use status ailments? I don't, because they never hit. It's never worth the effort. And like there are other RPGs where like it's super good to use status effects. Like when I played Dragon Quest II for the first time, I made extensive use of both paralysis and sleep for the Princess of Moonbrook, because she couldn't do any damage. Like if she just whacked things over the head with a stick, it did like 2 damage to monsters that had hundreds of HP. But if you put them to sleep or you paralyze them, it's super good. It's fantastic. And like, I don't know. I just kind of hate that like I'm conditioned to think of status ailments as worthless thanks to the kind of games that I played when I was younger. I don't know. Just a shame. All right. Well, we are about at 2 hours, and that's usually what I go for. So we made some progress. We got equipment, and we've explored a little bit. And as as usual, I'd like to beat this game. I'd love to play all the way through it. I don't know if my memory is going to get corrupted. Probably. But we can try. So, but that'll be it for tonight. So, once again, thank you for stopping by, Diabetes. I hope your run goes well. I hope you win the race, I guess is the best way to put it. And I appreciate you stopping by. I am the MoeChicken. This has been Dragon Warrior /Quest, and thank you for stopping.